Okay, hello guys. So as promised, I am going to do my very first ever question and answer requested from Facebook. I am gonna also upload it to YouTube. So I'm going to, like I said, some are gonna be some. There was a lot of questions that came in private, and I said I was gonna leave the names out of it. So I am the ones who put it in the comments. I am gonna just use your first name. So basically, I gave it, I think, about like a week or so, and it's just basically open questions and answers, get to know me. I get questions all the time and don't really respond back. And yeah, Facebook's been yelling at me, being like, you gotta respond back. So they kept asking me and asking me to do questions and answers. So let's give it a shot. We'll see how this goes. If this is a total failure, it's not going to happen again because this was actually a lot of work. So, okay, this is a little weird because I'm used to doing life videos. That's like fine, like update videos, but this is a little strange to me. So bear with me. All right, so I'm gonna start with my very first one, which was from, like I said, I'm using first names that they went by. So, Oneless. His question was, do you ever churn butter in your free time? My answer is no. But I do like butter, if you'd like to expand on that. So I promised him that he would get his question, and he was the first one to ask. All right, so my next one is from Bill. I don't think he really wanted to have this on here, but he asked. So there was like, I when I say questions and answers, I wrote baby question and answer first format thing, and I should have said like tiny or something like that. It came up as like with AI as like I'm having a baby, and he asked his first baby. The answer is no. there there's no baby. I did change the word after that because I was like, wow, this is a little confusing to people, but so I've never been pregnant, don't have kids. Bri did have kids, including little Bri. If you're out there watching, hi. Um, and then and Kev does have two children. Well, they're older, so probably not really children. But anyway, the next question is a three-parter from Henry. What is your favorite color? I like that question. It's blue. But for clothes, it's black. Yeah, I know. I'm always wearing black, but blue is actually my favorite color. This room is actually I changed it all. It was like kind of like more white brown when I moved in, and I made it blue. I painted the walls. Um, but good question. And his second question: what is your greatest fear in life? So this one's really tough because my greatest fear was always losing Freddie, but it happened, as y'all know, in March. So, and I still have not gotten over that, but that was always my biggest fear because I just felt like it was with pets. You don't, you're not gonna have them forever, but I didn't think it was gonna be at 11. I thought it was gonna be more at like 15. Um, so and also don't mind me, I have notes because I had to write these questions down. Obviously, I can't see why I do it, but also in the last year, many of my greatest fears have happened. So um, so yeah, that's a tough one, but so obviously now my fears would be something happening to my parents or Kev in any form. Um, So his third question was, what did you cherish most in life? I would say my parents and Kev. Material wise, I'm going with, it'd probably my house. I worked very hard for this house, and I paid for it all by myself, all on my own, through jobs. And then I could also expand to for education and jobs, I would say graduating with the BA in graphic design, uh, and then, you know, being like a manager, and also running my other job. I ran 5 websites by myself and created them and everything. So those are probably these were all good questions. It's probably what I would pick. So everyone else wanted to do private, so I'm not going to do them all. I'm going to do a couple. We're already at a high amount. I might want to do this in a 2-step. I'll see. I'll see how this goes. So the private ones was first one was, what do I look like? So I'm very confused here because there's many pictures or videos of me, old and current. So I look like this. I'm sorry, I don't really understand that one. The private, I wasn't really that crazy about the private ones, to be honest. Or this one was okay. Well, it's a little weird too. It's, what color are your eyes? So they're green, but they do change with lighting and clothes, just like anybody. But they are technically green. Next one's just weird too. Am I single? No. I have been in a relationship with Kevin Hess, actually, and I knew him from high school. I graduated with his older brother. So we will actually be hitting 1 year this month, September. So, no, I'm not single. I'm not sure why. It says it on Facebook. The next one I think is kind of inappropriate. I said don't do inappropriate, but I'm gonna just let this one go, I guess. Am I on OnlyFans? No, I'm not. Okay. And then what other social platforms do I do? I kind of said that, but so I guess I would say my main one that I'm going all the rules by would be Facebook, obviously. That's where most of these questions really are from. Next, I would say YouTube. I also have Spreadshop and X, formerly Twitter, but that one is not really up to date in any way. So at my old job, I had to run. I don't even know what we had. We had Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest. So none of the. So I didn't do Twitter or Pinterest in real, like, for personal stuff. But I did make a Twitter account to educate myself to make that, but it's not really like something I keep up to date. So if you're going by social platforms, I have designs I made on Spreadshop. I'm gonna insert like all the names and stuff. My main one will be Facebook and YouTube. And they're all really easy. So it's youtube.com /at NataArts, NATARTZ. For Spreadshop, NataArts .myspreadshop.com. That's SPREAD. My Facebook page is Nata Arts again. Everything's Nata Arts. I'm trying to keep it simple. So if you are not on that, you're more than welcome to join. I try to send out invites, but it's a page that I made for just us all to hang out on. I also have NB Photography on Facebook. That's just pictures. And then for Facebook, it's Natalie Busey, Nata Arts. And for X, it's at Natalie Busey, capital N, capital B, NATALEEBUCCI. Now I lost my spot. Subscriptions. So yes, for subscriptions, yes, for Facebook, you go on the regular one, obviously for free. It is, I hit the max a long time ago, so it's basically now like more of a follow. You can subscribe, it costs money. For YouTube, it's free, and for Spreadshop, I don't know, go check it out. It's got my art, and you put it on shirts, hats, cups, like whatever you want. Like dog bandanas, like whatever you want, and you pick out your colors and everything. Um, but all the stuff's listed there. Uh, where am I? All right, hair color. What is my hair color? Okay, so it's actually dirty blonde. Um, pretty much how it's been. Not right now, but for the last year was my natural hair color. Um, I do get bored easily, and I like to change it. So right now I did the black cherry, um, and I have a video on it. You can kind of see it, but yeah, it's like all black cherry there, and then I put in highlights through here. Um, but it's because I just get bored, and so I did at one time have blue hair. So, and if you're looking at the blue hair picture, going back farther. So engaged, no. My ex passed away. Everyone kind of knows that. So the next one is, where do I live? I'm not gonna be exact, but I'll say Jersey, United States, New Jersey, um, South Jersey. I don't care. That's as far as I'm going with that. Oh, this one was from many people. Do I use Messenger? Why don't I respond? No, I don't use Messenger. Um, but you can, as I said before, join, my Facebook page for free. That's Nata Arts. And again, NATARTZ, and it's an open platform. I'm not going to use Messenger, probably ever. Uh, everyone I know in real life, I do it through text, and I actually have it closed, so I don't even know that I'm getting the messages. Just not a fan of it. So I'm going to end it here. I wanted to thank everybody who wrote the questions, especially the ones that who was it? I really like I'd have to say my favorite is Henry's. I really like them. And One Less Year Hysterical. So and the private ones, like I said, I'm just keeping the names off because that's the rule I made that I would do. So following through. So I hope this answered some questions, got to know me better, whatever. I know normally it's just me talking, and normally I'm actually even holding the phone, so this is like weird. I had to make this whole setup thing, and yeah, this is a lot different, and it's lower than me, and I don't like that, but this was fun, something different. It was a lot more work than I thought it would be. I'm used to just, blabbing on, and this was actually like, you had to think, so it was kind of cool. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this made you learn more, got your questions answered. I appreciate everyone's support and everything, and followings, likes, comments, anything you guys do. You want to throw me a star, you want to throw subscriptions, shares, every little thing helps. Even the likes are free. So, and of course following. So thanks guys for participating. If this has a good turnout or I get a good feedback, I would be willing to do this again. If this is a failure, I probably won't waste my time. So you guys let me know, and we'll go from there. Right? Sounds good. Okay, guys, I will be back with my regular videos probably next, and in the future, if you'd like to do this, let me know. You guys can comment down below how you feel about this, and please be nice. And really, like, over all this like negative stuff, it's not really great for me. Had a rough year. Okay, thank you again, and I'll be back.